Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my first rendition of my collection of declutters for this year. So today we're going to be looking at all of my face products, which is going to be everything that's not eyeshadow or nail polish. There's going to be a special edition just with nail polishes, and there's going to be one more video just with my eyeshadow palettes, so definitely stay tuned for that. But this is going to be all my foundations, concealers, blushes, highlighters, everything that's not eyeshadow. So I hope you're gonna enjoy that. Please leave a like, comment down below, and if you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe. And I've actually got rid of quite a bit of products, so I'm very proud of myself. Hi guys, so today we're gonna look at my entire makeup collection and we're gonna hopefully declutter some products. So you probably already seen this part of my room because I recently filmed my Get Ready With Me, where I was talking about what has been happening with me and some new changes in my life. And so we're gonna look at this little organizer. This is just my face palettes that I don't have anywhere else to put, so they're in this acrylic little stand. So we're gonna be looking at those. And then actually yesterday when I couldn't sleep, I reorganized some of my makeup products because they were in acrylic drawers, but the drawers are really old and they're kind of didn't open properly, or it's kind of a hassle. So I have them instead in these little boxes and such. So I have my foundations, primers, and then some face products. And I have single blushes and stuff, but I think I'm gonna move around these two boxes. I think I have to reorganize these two. And then these are lipsticks that are not in part of one of my stand. And then here are everything that's pencils, eye pencils, lip pencils, some random eyeshadow bases that I don't need to use because I'm already working on different ones. And then in the back there are some single eye pigments and stuff like that. And then there's also my everyday collection. So I have, it's over here, this little acrylic thing, and here are my everyday things that I use all the time. And then I always just I take this on my table and do my makeup every single day in the morning. And then here are some of my lipsticks that I like to go into often. So let me take all of these on my table and we're gonna take a look and hopefully declutter something. Okay, I've tried really hard to put everything on the table so that you can see it. I don't know if you can see all the little corners, but yeah, this is my entire makeup, and in this video we're going to be tackling everything that's not eyeshadow and everything that's not nail polish, because I'm going to do a separate video about nail polishes probably in a week if I'll be able to edit that, because it's going to be obviously longer video. And then probably in the second half of December I'm gonna film and upload my eyeshadow collection and maybe declutter. We'll see. I don't know if I'm actually gonna declutter anything because I usually declutter my eyeshadows kind of regularly, but we'll see. So what are we gonna start with? I think my most problematic category, in my opinion, is lipsticks. I have way too many lipsticks somehow. I don't know how it happened that I've accumulated so many of them. So let me get everything kind of more in the back, and let's look at lipsticks first, even though that's a product that I usually end my makeup look with, but we're just gonna start there. Okay, so these are the lipsticks. I actually have some in my backpack. Let me get that. But those are the everyday lipsticks that I will not declutter. Okay, so the ones that I use on the daily are these two from Maybelline. They are the Vanilla Ink lipsticks. My everyday one is number 15 Peachy, because it's one of my oldest ones, so I'm trying to pan it. And then I also have the 115 Golden shade, so these ones I'm keeping. And they're great, they still work. I know that since I'm using them every day. And now let's take a look at this. So I have these two from Haggard. They were sent to me in PR together with the Ecstasy of Saints palette and then the Night something. That's one of the few PRs that I've ever gotten, and these are really nice. They have two sides. I don't know the shades or the names. They are written here, but it's in Chinese and I cannot read that. So this one has like a goldy green gloss, and then the base is like this kind of reddish brown. This one is great. I do like them. They do smell very green tea like, and I will have to use them to see if they still work, but they look nice and they smell the way that they always used to, so I think they're still fine. But they've been in my collection maybe for like a year, and they have shelf life of a year, so maybe I should like work on these. And then the other one is a bit more pinky. The gloss is like a pinky silver glitter, and then the lipstick on its own, it's a little bit more mauvey, but it's a great color. I'm not gonna swatch these unless it's like something that I really need to talk about. Then I have this NYX Lingerie XXL lipstick. This is in the shade Naughty Noir. I've had this for a while, like maybe 2.5 years. It still smells the same that it always used to, and I don't see any mold. So I think I'm gonna keep it, but honestly I haven't used it probably since last Halloween. I don't really use this one, but I'm still gonna keep it because I don't really have black lipsticks. Then I have this lip stain. This is Astra Aqua Lip Stain Natural Tattoo Effect. I've only used this like maybe twice. This is in the shade Tutti Frutti. It's the shade number 4, and it's more like a reddish brownie one. I do quite like this, but it's in the back and I always forget to use it. But I think I'm gonna keep it because I've been getting more into lip tints and lip stains, since they do actually wear really nicely on the lips, and I don't have to worry about like transfer or anything. And I have this Glamlight Lord of the Rings lipstick. This is, I think, from the Mordor box, and this one is a beautiful kind of brownie red. It's my only like really good brownie red lipstick that I currently have, and I love this shade, so I'm keeping it. And it's new, like I've reviewed it this spring, summer. I don't remember if it was more towards spring or more towards summer. Then I have this brown little thingy from e.l.f. I think they call this lip stains, and I have it in the shade Cinnamon Dreams. It's a beautiful brownie color that I do really enjoy, and it's small, so I'm probably gonna be able to use it up very easily. And I don't have it for that long, like it's not, I have older products here. Then two other Vanilla Ink lipsticks. So this one is 125 called Keen, and this one is 115 Peppy. I thought this one is gonna be like a really brown one, but all of them, like you can see it on the applicator, all of them are pink, and just like slightly different undertone, but they're all pink. So nothing about this packaging is correct to the effect you're gonna get on your lips, and it's quite annoying. And I have this lip oil that I've never used from Fantasy Cosmetica. This was just a gift with purchase from Monolith, I believe. Well, I definitely didn't buy anything from Fantasy Cosmetica. And this is a colorful lip oil. It has this deep blue color. Obviously it's gonna look just clear on the lips, and this one is in the shade Ancient One. It's the Warlock, and it has a huge applicator. It looks really pretty, but obviously like I don't think it's actually gonna have any color on the lips. I haven't tried it yet though, maybe I should. And it smells beautiful. It smells very, I mean, it has a bit of tint, but no, it's gonna look completely oh, that's a great formula though. It feels very luxurious and very, very nice, very hydrating. but I haven't really worn that one on the lips because it's quite new and I need to go through my older products. Then I have these Wooden's Eye lipsticks. These ones are from the Legendary Diversa collection when they collaborated with Tina, Judy, and Annette. So these three are Tina's. They're the shine ones. And like this one is the glow one. They're really nice. This is called Creativity. It's kind of like a goldy peachy. Really nice if you want to make your lipstick look a little bit warmer. Then this one is Endurance, and this one is a bit more like a terracotta, like a peachy one. And then the Brilliance. The funny thing is I don't actually know what I'm filming right now, so hopefully it's all in frame. And this one, how is it called? Brilliance. This one is a bit more apricot-y. Then these three are Judy's, and this is called Buttercup. It's like a very soft tulip-like color, at least that's what it reminds me of. Then this one is Dahlia. Dahlia is a very... It reminds me of some kind of fruit, but I can't pinpoint which fruit it is, but it's a pinky shade. Very like warm pinky. It has some orange in it. And then this one is matte one, and it's called Tulips. And it's very kind of gold pink. Then these are Annette's. They're my favorite just because it's most similar to the colors that I like to wear on my lips. So this glowy one in the Breath of Fire. It's beautiful. It looks like the first one from Judy. They're kind of really similar. Then this one is Mythic Rose. This one I love. It's kind of like a brownie red. Really cute. And then this one is Snake Kiss. And this one is even more like brown. Kind of caramelly. Then I have these three from Cosmic Beauty. And they're from the Sinister collection. I don't have the palette, but I still have the blushes and the lipsticks. I technically could get rid of the lipsticks, but I already used them, so I don't know how to... Like, I can't donate that to anyone. And I don't think these are the shades that my friends would want to wear. So this one is Clarice. And this one is very dead looking on me, so I have to use it with like a really warm brown lip liner to make it even work for me. Yeah, this is very like 2000 lips. Then we have Nancy. Nancy is nice. It's a deep brown chocolate. I do like this one, and you can see this one was used multiple times. So this one is great. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned that in the introduction, but I've started to I've recently updated my spreadsheets, like Excel spreadsheets for my makeup collection, and I think I'm gonna film makeup inventories every 3 months just to show you like how my collection is changing, if I'm getting rid of products, or if you know, like how am I doing. So I'm gonna film a introduction in January, and then every 3 months I'm gonna update you, because I feel like monthly it would just not be really interesting, but maybe after 3 months you could notice a difference. So let me know if you would want that, but I think I want to try it for next year just to see if it's gonna help me and my mindset about makeup. And then Salem, this one is amazing. It's kind of very terracotta reddish color. I love that one. The only one that I will not really use too much is Clarice, but I'll keep it because it's a very unique color in my collection, and maybe once in a while I could try to get some usage out of it, and then probably like in a year or two I'm just gonna declutter that. And then I have these from Nomad. These ones are pretty new. It might be the newest product from my lip collection. So these are from the Salem Witch City collection. We have the shade, so hard to read, Hocus Pocus, which is this beautiful purpley berry one. Then we have Witching Hour, which is this kind of goldy. This one just looks like a shiny lip balm on the lips. And then this one is Devil's Book, and this one's kind of reddy magenta. Quite a nice one. So I don't think we're decluttering anything from these, but these are like the ones that I use on a daily rotation. So these ones are staying. I just wanted to show you since this is also a collection video. And then let's get into this little one. So I would ideally like to make this collection smaller, but I don't really know how. So let's take a look at this. I have this lip oil, which is definitely going to be part of my like project pan next year in some month. It's an easy product to use up, but I just need to remember to actually put it in a project, because otherwise I don't really reach for these products. This is the Joker lip oil with vitamin E from Catrice in the shade, I don't know, does this have a shade or is it just the Joker? It's probably just the Joker. It's a lip oil, it's nice. It has a nice applicator because it's quite small and it doesn't look like anything on the lips and it's comfortable. So this one I will easily use up. A lot better formula though, like something that I genuinely enjoy, is this Catrice Summer Lips Lip Glaze in CO2 Orange Spritz. This one I love. This was probably one of my favorite products to try in my full face of Catrice. It smells beautiful. It's very orangey, like the fruit, and I love this one. And I have these lip stains from Glisten. I'm definitely keeping these because they look amazing. This one is Mango. It's a very orangey color. And then this one is Tamarind, and it's kind of brown. These are the Juicy tints. I absolutely love them. By the way, I do have a discount code with Glisten in case you want to get any products from them. They are one of my favorite brands when it comes to these like face products. So these ones I am keeping, and I like that they're small and they're really easy to carry. Another lip tint, as I said, I'm really into lip tints, is this Essence Water Tint Lip and Cheek Tint. I haven't used it too much, but I've used it 2 days ago in my full face of Essence, which I don't know if it's already up, but in case it is, go check it out. I will leave a link in the card. And yeah, this one is amazing. It's kind of a pinky berry color. It's in the shade, what is the shade? Kiss from a Rose. Very nice with, so I'm keeping that one as well. I have these two. Technically, these are not lipstick. These are like, how are these called? Menagerie Moonlit Metal Toppers, and they're for face, eyes, and lips. Like you can kind of use them however you want. This one is Salamander, and this one is Adelie. They're both multi-chrome. They're beautiful, but for me, they kind of crease on the eyes. They are too chunky on the cheeks, and they kind of blend out into nothing. And on the lips, I don't really like this on the lips, so I'm just gonna have to put them in my project pan and hopefully try to use them up in some capacity, like maybe on a lower lash line or in a corner, because they do work in that way. I haven't been able to find another way to use them. And this one, I think this one was a gift with purchase from Beauty Moons, and this is the Land of Dreams lip gloss. I'm not a huge lip gloss person because like on their own they look like nothing, and over lipsticks they just kind of ruin the lipstick because they make it like break apart. So I don't know, but I guess I'm gonna keep it and try to use it up. It's not a hard thing to use up a lip gloss. I just have to remember to actually use it, and it's new. I've had it for not that long, and I don't know who to like give it to because I've already used it. I wanted to try how it's gonna look like on my lips, and like I can't give it to anyone, and my sister doesn't wear these things, so that's that. Then these are Cosmic Beauty's lipsticks from the season collection from last year. Like there was a Christmas collection. It always looks so dirty, like I don't know how to keep it clean. This is Santa's Baby. It's such a beautiful red, like a very good red for the holidays. And then Ginger Snap is such a beautiful brown, like gingery color, or gingerbready, sorry, and I love that. So I'm keeping those. I'm not very good at this, and I've said that this is a problematic area. Then these from Menagerie, these are amazing. If I would recommend something from Menagerie, it's these lipsticks. These are the Velvet Liquid lipsticks. I have the shade Kiwi, which is this beautiful green, absolutely stunning. I love to wear this. Then the Teddy Bear. This is such a good brown. I love wearing this one. I love brown lipsticks so much. I also have Luna. which is a purple, and I don't know where it is. It's probably in my backpack somewhere because I do use it quite a lot. Then I have this lip gloss from Unearthly. This is the shade Dread, and it's from the Night Terror collection. And let me see, because it looks like it's kind of, I don't know if you can see, but it looks slightly like the formula is breaking apart. It doesn't smell weird. I'm gonna have to get into actually using products like this. I need to put it in my rolling project pan, which I will start next year, and I will be working on these. Like you're holding me in a gunpoint, and like you're gonna have to make me accountable for this. Like I need to use these up because I don't want to just throw them away, but I also don't have anyone to like donate these to. Then I have these liquid eyeshadows from Catrice. I know technically they don't belong here, but I don't have anywhere else to put them. So these are from Catrice from the Joker collection. This one is the shade Hazardous, which is like a green mint gold. Again, it's probably gonna end up in my project pan because what else am I gonna do with these? I don't normally reach for liquid eyeshadows like that. And then this one is Pow, right? Yeah, Pow, and it's like a blue, purple. I don't, but at least this is a small packaging. Then I have these from Beauty Bay, and it's gonna fall. Okay. So these are the lip tints from Beauty Bay. I have these three. This one is Brownie. It's probably my favorite. It's Brownie Red. Who is surprised? Then I have Scotch. This one is also really nice. Scotch is more like milk chocolate. I really enjoy that one. And then we have Calypso, which is pink, kind of like peach. These are really easy to wear. They're not lip tints, they're just lip glosses. They don't leave any tint. I don't know why they're called tints, but they don't leave any tint. I really need to use up this one. This is from NYX. This is from the Fate collection, and it's in the shade Terra. I've had this for like 3 years now, maybe more. The applicator, it isn't moldy. I just used it over a black lipstick once. Don't worry about it. It smells okay, but I need to use this one up. Like this one is gonna be the first one I'm gonna put in my rolling project pan because this is so old and it needs to go. I have these two liquid eyeshadows from Catrice from the Deep Matte collection. Again, these are just gonna eventually... I'm gonna try to find someone who could use these, but I don't know. Like these ones are... I'm gonna put them aside as like something I will try to declutter if I'll find someone who wants these. I don't think it's gonna happen though. So these are going on the side, and we'll see. Then I have this. This is very new. This is the Rivendell lip gloss from Glamlight from the Middle Earth collection, and it's, first of all, the packaging is beautiful, the actual product is beautiful. It's very like deep berry, like a black currant or something. Very nice. And these are really old from Unearthly. There used to be 6 lipsticks. One of them was like a lip oil, and the lip oil is already gone from my collection because it was mostly used up, and it started to have like little black dots inside, and I didn't know if it was because I've used it over a lip liner or because it was starting to get mold, so I just threw it away. And then these, I really love the matte ones. So these are from the Devour collection. This is called Yummy, and it's like a cool toned green. I need to keep this one, it's gorgeous. Then this one called Destroy is like a very like taupey color, also pretty fun to use. And these are old, I know, but they still work. So unless I'm gonna notice something weird with them, I'm gonna keep them. And this is Chomp, and this one is like a really deep gray, like almost black, but not like a fully black. Yeah, they still smell the same, and they're nice, and they last nicely on the lips. But then I have these two. These are lip glosses. This is Predator, which is like a pink to green multichrome, and it doesn't look all that nice on my lips. Like maybe on its own it would, but it's kind of too metallic-y, and I don't like metallic lipsticks. I don't think they look nice on me. This one is a little bit better. This is Havoc. It's kind of like a pink glittery one. I think I'm gonna keep Havoc and try to again put it in a project pan, which is such a shame because I love these bullets, but I just, like packaging, but I'm gonna declutter this one because I will never use it. Or maybe I'm gonna try to wear it in my backpack for a week to see if it's gonna look okay over like lip liner. Maybe I'm gonna enjoy it, and then it's going for my collection if it's not gonna work for me. Otherwise, it's just gonna be in my project pan. If I'll notice that it's okay to use, then I'll try to finish it up. But this one, I do really want to finish it up. So this one is going on the side. This one is new. It's the Murder lip gloss from Glamlight, again from the Lord of the Rings collection. It's beautiful. It's kind of like a really fiery orangey color with these tiny pink glitters. Very, very pretty. Another lip stain. This is the Trended Up Pretty in Tint in the shade. It's the shade number 10. I don't know what shade name this is. But yeah, this one, key pink. These Hendayan ones are pretty new in my collection, so I'm gonna keep them as well. I have the purple, the brown, and the kind of like, this one looks very pumpkin-y. Love these. They're not as long-lasting, but they are really nice. And then I have these from Kaleidos. These are so old. I think I had these before I started this channel, because I had different channel previously, or maybe they're like from the beginnings of this channel, so they're way too old. You should definitely not use them for that long. I think they have 6 months shelf life. No, it's actually 18 months. Okay, but it's still past that. So these are the Cloud Lab Lip Glaze, and this one is the it's from a collection which is called Trophy, I believe. And this one is Fiamma, and this one is very strange, like a pinky shade. I don't enjoy this one. I don't think it really looks nice on me, so I'm gonna declutter this one because it's so old. It smells a bit waxy, maybe. I'm not sure if they smelled like that, but I don't really go for this shade, so this one is being decluttered. Then we have Rubino. Rubino I really love. It's this super deep reddish brown berry color. This one doesn't smell. I'm gonna try to use it for the holidays, and if it's not gonna work, I'm gonna declutter it. And then we have Scorpion Fruit, and this one is a black one. And I usually go for this black instead of the NYX lingerie. So yeah, I'm gonna keep these, but I will have to try them during December to really see if they are still okay to use, and if I'll notice anything strange with them, I'm just decluttering them. So that's kind of how I feel about these. And let me put it all back inside. So yeah, we didn't really declutter much. But if I'm just gonna put a lot of these in a project pan next year. It's gonna be one of those, because I want to structure my rolling project pan as like, some products will be the ones that are gonna be like long haul, maybe for the whole year, and then I want to have like 1 or 2 products that are gonna be easy to roll out within like 1 or 2 months, so that I still have like some kind of movement. And I feel like lipsticks are one of those things that are really easy to roll out, or at least I hope they're gonna be easy to roll out from that rolling project pan. So I'm gonna keep them just for that, and to actually get the uses out of them, since I bought all of these. And it's kind of silly to just declutter something that you bought and you didn't really get the opportunity to use it properly. You know what, now it's a little bit easier to, like, it's not overflowing so much, since we've kind of decluttered these 4. Like, I'm gonna try to find someone who wants these, because these are new. I bought them this summer. And these, yeah, this one is definitely going on with my collection. This one I will test it once to see. So these are staying and this is staying. I don't want to count it. I'm not in the mood to count it. I'll pop up a number from my inventory so that you can see. Then I think we're gonna get into these two, and we're gonna look at primers and like face products. So when it comes to primers, I have this Catrice The Corrector Anti-Redness Primer. I've only used it a couple times. It's with Sascha and allantoin, and I'm gonna keep this one because I think it's nice to have something in case I am like really red from pimples. Then this Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. I've used this a couple times. It's the silicone-free primer that does it all. I don't really use primers, but for now I'm gonna keep it. Maybe I'm gonna find a way to use these. Sometimes when I do full face off or get ready with me, I do use these just in the sake to use them. It's not something that I necessarily need, and maybe I'm gonna film a full face of Wet n Wild, and in that case I do want to have this. There should be one more. Oh, here, I'm just blind. The Essence Jelly Grip Hydrating Primer, Makeup Gripping and Refreshing, free from silicones and alcohol. I've used this a couple times, and it's not a bad one. It's just, it's not a product that I need again, but I'll keep it for now. Maybe if I'm gonna do like full face of drugstore or something, I can use this one. And it is hydrating, like for the days that because normally I would use just my sunscreen, and that's hydrating enough and it acts as a primer. But on the days that I feel like I need more hydration, maybe. And then in my everyday collection, I have this, which is the Catrice Aqua Splash Grip Primer. It's the hydrating one. It's currently in my year-long project pan, and I'm working on this one. Then foundations. So we have 4 concealers, and I'm keeping all of them. For foundations, I have the Maybelline Superstay active foundation, in the shade 10 Ivory. This one is too dark for me, and it's funny because I have a concealer from them from this same line in the same shade, and that one is perfect for me, but the foundation is too dark. I think I'm gonna still keep it for a while, and I'll see. I hope it's gonna get rolled into my Project 20 usage, just so that I can use it a bit and see what I think about this. It wasn't bad, like I haven't had any major issues with it, but I don't really wear foundations too much. A foundation that I really enjoy is the ZC Matte Foundation Silky Lasting Foundation. It's in the shade MW01. This one is amazing. It feels very skin-like, and it just creates a beautiful effect. And it's a lot lighter than the Superstay, so I can mix these two to create like a normal shade for me, because this one is like more like a wintry foundation, and this one is too dark for me even in the summer. But when I mix them, I think I would create like a perfect color and a perfect formula. Then I have this Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, and I have it in the shade medium, yeah, light medium. And I also have this Wet n Wild Niacinamide Skin Tint in the shade, what is this shade? Oh, light. So I'm gonna have to try them both again. I think I like the foundation more than the skin tint, but I think I'm just gonna use these on a weekend, like use this one on Saturday and this one on Sunday, or the other way around, and see which one I like more, and I'm just gonna keep one of them. I am fairly sure that I like the foundation more than the skin tint, but I just need to try them. So one of these is gonna get decluttered. I'm betting my money on this one, but again, I just want to try to like make sure that I remember that correctly, because I've used both of these like maybe 3 or 4 times, so it's not like I've used them too much, but I don't need both of these. And again, if I'm gonna do full face of Wet n Wild, I can just use one of them. So one of them is gonna go. Then I have this NYX Bare With Me Blurring Tint Foundation in the shade 05 Vanilla. This one is amazing. I did really enjoy this one. I like that it's like a easy bottle to carry, and I have nothing bad to say about this one. My favorite drugstore foundation is this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This one is in the shade 110. This one is really nice. I've had this for a while though, but it doesn't smell. Again, I'm gonna have to put it in my Project 20 uses next year to make sure that it still acts the way that it's supposed to. But I've used it a couple times and I have really enjoyed my time with this, and it's, as I said, it's my favorite drugstore foundation. So if I'm gonna do full face of drugstore, that's the one that I'm gonna like to wear. Then I have the ZC Velvet Mist foundation. This one is also amazing, one of my favorite foundations, and I have it in the shade 02. It's wonderful, and it also feels and looks so luxurious. And then I have this. This is Catrice Soft Glam Filter Stick Glow Booster. This is kind of like a glowy stick that's a foundation. I have used it in the summer a couple times where I would use this and then just powder it with like a foundation powder. And it wasn't bad. Like, it looked very natural. It looked quite nice. Will I ever like actually wear it? I don't know. But it's new. I bought it this year. And again, I wanna try to use it in a couple different ways to see what I think about this. And this is in the shade Fairlight, which is number 10. So this one. And then technically I have, in this second portion, I have two cushion foundations. So I have the Peripera Mood Fit Cushion Foundation, Mood Fit Cover Cushion Foundation in the shade 02 Ivory Fit 21 Yellow Base. This one is my favorite foundation I've ever tried. Like, from all of them, this is my favorite. It's amazing, and I've used it like 10 or 12 times already, which is a lot for me considering that I've only tried it in September, I believe. So that's a lot, and it's a perfect shade and it's a perfect formula. It looks very natural. And then right behind that is this Fee Cushion Egg Fit Cover Foundation in the shade 01 Fair. This one is a bit more, it's a bit lighter and a more yellow undertone. So I think it's going to be better for me now in winter. But again, it feels amazing. And if I would go for a foundation, if you told me that I have to wear foundation today, I would choose one of those. It's like those are my favorite. And then I have two powder foundations. Didn't I say that I don't really wear foundations? Yeah, but I want to get into that next year. Like, I really want to get into it and maybe at least on the weekends try to wear foundation to learn how to use it so that I can use it for every day for my work. I'm probably not gonna use this like every day, but I wanna maybe try to incorporate foundations more into my daily routine, because on one hand, I do think it's kind of a waste of time, but also on the other, I have so many. I don't really want to declutter them because I could need them for videos. So since I am gonna keep them, I do want to actually use them. I have this L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Water Foundation and Powder in the shade 040 Cashmere. This one is amazing. I've used it like 18 times already. It's great on its own during summer to just give you like a little bit more of a coverage. Actually, I'm wearing it today. I don't know if I'm filming the intro today though, so I don't know if you're gonna see it, but I'm gonna try to incorporate this more into my daily routine because I am more like a oily, like medium, like combination oily. So I love products like these. And then I have this Cute Press Evory Retouch Oil Control Foundation Powder in the shade B1. This one is a bit more yellow than the previous one, but it's still nice. It works great. It's a very soft powder, and you can see like it has a coverage. You can use it as a setting powder, but you can also use it as a powder foundation. So I'm keeping all of these. That's not good. For concealers, so I'm currently trying to use up this Maybelline Superstay concealer in the shade 10. I've used it all year. It has over 300 uses. I hope I'm gonna be done with it soon. So this one is definitely staying, and it's in my everyday makeup collection, like in that little drawer. Then I have in my everyday drawer, I also have this, which I mostly use as a eye primer. This is the Catrice Insta Bright Serum Concealer Medium Coverage in the shade 001N. This one is too light for me. It's a little bit too thick, so I do like to use it as an eyeshadow primer. It does work that way. And this one is staying. Then one of my other favorite concealers right after the Maybelline Superstay is this one from ZC. This one is in the shade BO2, and I think it's like Royal Garden something. I'm not completely sure how this is called because everything is in Chinese, but I will leave it linked down below. And this one is great, and love the applicator. Love that it's small, so it doesn't take too much space. It's gonna be perfect for traveling. And then I have this one. This is the Rimmel Multitasker Wake Me Up Concealer and Foundation with Cooling Wand, Vitamin C, and Caffeine Medium Coverage in the shade 030 Light. It has this type of applicator. So far, it's not my favorite concealer. It's not like it's horrible, but it's not a favorite of mine. I think I'm gonna keep it to have it in case I use some of my other concealers. And I don't want to like keep buying concealers since I have some of them. So this is just gonna be something that is in my collection for now. If I'll notice in like Project 20 uses or other, like maybe makeup stash or something like that, if I'll notice that this just doesn't work for me, I will declutter it. But so far it wasn't that it was horrible. It just, I have nicer concealers, but eventually I will use up those nicer concealers and then this could come in handy. And then I have this, which is Catrice Ultimate Camouflage Cream, and this is supposed to be like a spot concealer for the bruises and pimples and stuff like that. I have it in the shade 001, is that? No, the shade 015 Warm Fair. I'm gonna declutter this one because for me it didn't really do anything. And also I don't mind if you can see that I have pimples. Like you're still gonna be able to see the texture, so it doesn't matter if you see the color as well. And for regular discoloration, usually concealers work. I never really do full coverage, so it's fine. And this was used once or twice and I just don't need that. So this one is gonna go out of my collection. And I need to have lunch and take a break. So I'm gonna take a break. I think I have to go to seminar as well in like an hour. So we're gonna continue in a bit. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna continue. I think I'm actually gonna like take all of these over here so that we can start organizing a bit. You know, so I'm gonna put all the foundations back that we're keeping, and like the concealers and everything. So this goes here, this goes here. And like I think, and this is something that I realized when I was at school, like I was still kind of wondering what I'm gonna say here and what I'm gonna mention and stuff. And I don't think it makes sense for me to declutter a lot of products because even though I probably have bigger collection than most people, as a content creator, I feel like I still need a bit of a collection to like, I don't want to just show you the same things over and over again. I feel like that would be really boring for all of you. So I just want to make it a bit more interesting by like switching it up once in a while. And for that, I need products. And while I was at my uni, I actually tried wearing this lip gloss over this lip liner from Essence. This is the Soft and Precise Lip Pencil from Essence in the shade Happy. And I wore this like all over the lip, kind of like a lipstick. And then I topped it with this. And when you kind of smoosh your lips together, it actually creates like a just glossy, oily finish, and it doesn't look green or pink. So maybe I'm gonna be able to like use it up. That's what I've found out. And it my lips didn't tingle or anything. Then powders. So I have one setting powder as this NYX HD Finish powder, mineral based, in the shade Banana. This is what I bought because I know Angie really likes this one, and I wanted to see what like a good powder feels like because she always raves about this, and I think she used up a lot of these. And it's okay, like it feels nice. I guess it does the job. I don't really powder, and if I am forced to powder my face, I usually don't like the product because it already made me use powder. So it's kind of like a strange thing. I'm seeing this product which will go and get thrown out of the window. This is the Catrice Brow Fix Shaping Wax in the shade 010 Transparent. And this one, I've tried it in my full face of Catrice, and this is the most horrible product I've ever tried for my brows. It's kind of like a mix between Vaseline and a glue. But the thing is, it doesn't set. Like, it feels glue-like, but then it never dries down. So you just have oily brows that don't have any shape, and they will not stay in shape. Like, if you need brow wax to tame your brows, this will never work. So I don't even want to give it to anybody because this is the worst thing. And I've tried to use it with a wet brush to see if maybe it will like activate with water and then set itself. No, this is just horrible product. I don't know who thought of this. It doesn't do anything. Like, it just makes your brows look oily. And that's the thing. So this one is getting thrown out of the window. I don't want to have that. And I think I'm also gonna put here on my liquid face products, and here I'm gonna have all the like powders. At least that's the plan. So I have this liquid highlighter from Unearthly. This is in the shade Bizarre. It's from the Night Terror collection, and I think I'm gonna declutter this one and give it to either someone in my life, or I'm gonna try to find someone who would want this because it's still fairly new. Yes, I bought it last year, but still, it's fairly new because I have a lot of purple iridescent highlighters, and I do enjoy them more as a powders, not so much as liquids. And I have this color in so many different products, so this one is getting decluttered. I just don't need it, and it's not like you can buy this separately, like you only can buy it in the box, and I don't even know if that box is available. So that one. Then I have this bronzer. So for bronzers, I have 3, I think. I have these 3 bronzers. I'm gonna keep them all. This one is fairly new, so I will definitely keep that. Oh wait, no, I have one more. I have that product from Catrice. So I have a powder bronzer. I have this duo stick from Catrice, which has one part is a stick bronzer and the other part is highlighter. And then I have cream bronzer from Glamshop. This one is getting old. It actually should be used, how is it called? Best before January 2026. I'm gonna put it in my project pan probably next year to try to use it a couple times, and then I'm gonna throw it away because it's getting old. It still works, and it's a nice shade. I have the shade Olive. But it's just, you know, I need to get to use... I need to start using this. So this one's gonna go here as well. How are you gonna, like this maybe? Then I have this bronzer stick from Essence. It's the Baby Got Bronze. So this one is a cutie little one in the shade Cinnamon Spice. It's staying, it's still okay. And it's a mini one, and I can very easily pan it if I would want to. And then this Catrice Magic Shaper Contour and Glow Stick. So the contour slash bronzer, it's great. I have it in the shade 010 Light. I don't mind this part. Again, will I really use it? Probably not, but I have it. But in the highlighter, I don't use these highlighters. Like, I don't use neutral highlighters. I always use colorful ones, or if they're neutral, they have to be like really sparkly. So I think technically this is a contour, and I don't have anything like that in my collection, but also I don't really know how to use it, and I rarely use bronzer as it is, so the chances of me using a contour are very slim. And this is still a fairly new product. Yes, it's a unique product in my collection. Like, I don't have anything like this, but I realistically will probably never reach for it, and if I will, it's gonna be only to reach for it because I'll feel guilty not using it. So this one is being decluttered. I don't need this. That was a really long way of saying that. And then, so from liquid blushes, is that all? I really hope it is. Okay, so from liquid blushes, I have these. They have a lot in common. So I have this liquid blush from Beauty Bay. This is in the shade Peaches. It's funny because I think all of these are called Peachy something, but they all are different colors. So that's pretty interesting. So this is Peaches. It's a great color. To me, this looks more corally than peachy. Like it's a pink coral. At least in my opinion, it leans more that way than peach. Out of these, this one is still fairly new. Like this one is newest, and I think the Beauty Bay is the second newest. So I'm definitely gonna keep it. I have so many of these colors though. Like it's I know it's crazy. Then I have this Catrice Blush of Fair liquid blush in the shade Orange Fizz. And this Orange Fizz is very peachy. Like it doesn't look like this packaging, and it doesn't look orange. It's a peach. This one is a new one. I tried it for the first time in my full face of Catrice. It's a nice, very soft looking blush, like very minimalistic type of blush, like clean girl type of thing. But it works. And then I have these two blooming blushes from Glisten. I bought first this light one because I thought it's going to be more orangey, and then I bought this one. So the lighter one is Peach Me. This one is so light, and it's... The thing is, I've actually used it twice in my under eyes to kind of color correct, and it works that way somehow. But otherwise, like, you can barely see it on my skin, and I don't need this. So I'm gonna again try to find someone who would want this. If I won't find anyone, then I'll keep it, but I'll try to find someone. So this one is not like a declutter, like I'm not throwing it away. I'm just gonna try to find someone who could possibly want this. And then my favorite is this in Orangey Glad. This is such a beautiful orangey blush. Didn't I say I'm not gonna swatch? But do you see how beautifully orange this is? Like Oompa Loompa. Like, this is beautiful. So yeah, I love these orange blushes for the summer especially, and this one needs to stay in my collection. Like, if I want like a super orangey look, this is what I'm gonna use. And then I have this Baby Cat blush from Essence. This is the liquid blush in the shade Coral Crush. It's the shade number 40. It's one of those like Charlotte Tilbury dupe type of situations, and it's staying in my collection, but it is getting old. I've used it 2 days ago. It wasn't the best, and I know it used to be better, so I will put it in my project pan next year to try to use it up, and then I'll draw. Then it's gonna get decluttered, obviously, because, or if I'll notice that it's not acting okay and that it really shouldn't be in my collection, I'll just throw it away sooner. But for now, it's staying, and I will do my best to pan it in the first half of the year of 2026. Another product that is gonna stay, but I will do all my best to use it up, is this. You can't even... It's been so long in my collection that you can't read anything, but this is the ColourPop and Wings collaboration. It's the highlighter, I don't know how they're called, sticks, the highlighter sticks, and this one is in the shade Darcy. I don't know, I'm looking down whether there's nothing, there's no ratings anywhere, but this is the kind of minty green highlighter. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very natural looking. It's very soft. It doesn't look like a green streak on your face, and I love this one. I've used it like 50 times now, and this one will also be one of those products that I will have in my rolling project pan. I will try to roll it as soon as I can and just finish it up. So it is staying in my collection, but it's one of those things that are prepared to be panned. So like this highlighter, this blush, this contour, and yeah, or like this bronzer, you know, those are the products that I want to work on. So these are the like liquid products and face products. Like, you know, everything is kind of liquidy. And then we're gonna have the powders here, and this could get a little bit more exciting. So for highlighters, I have these two highlighters from Essence. Is this a highlighter? Is this a blush? No, this one is a blush. This one is also a blush. Yeah. Okay. This is a highlighter. Oh, I forgot that I have this. Okay. This is also a face powder. I guess it's gonna go with my complexion products. So this is Catrice All Matte Plus Shine Control Powder in the shade 010 Transparent. It's very new in my collection, and I only have 2 powders. Do I use them? No, but in case I ever want to, I'm gonna keep them. Then I have these 3 highlighters from Beauty Moons. These are like colorful highlighters, so these are all colorful. Do I have more colorful ones? No, then I have like then I have palettes. And is this highlighter or blush? Oh, this is also highlighter. This is the Shark Cosmetics Peaches and Dreams highlighter in the shade Celestial Haze. Mine looks like this because I actually have half of this depotted in a magnetic pan. I thought I'm gonna use this a lot this year. I haven't because I've been panning other products, but it's gonna be part of my panning project next year. And then I'll also depot the rest of this. I think I'm gonna keep the packaging because it's really cute. So I think I'm gonna keep the packaging and have it as like a single blush or highlighter. But this one is something that will get thrown into my rolling project pan next year. But I want to keep the packaging because it's so pretty. I know Shark Cosmetics doesn't exist anymore. I don't know what's happening with them, but yeah. So this one is staying. Then I have these 3 from Beauty Moons. I absolutely love these, and like I know I have way too many of these colorful highlighters, but I always use them. I use them every single day. Not like these particular ones, but like I always have a iridescent colorful highlighter on my face, whether it's eyeshadow or highlighter, it doesn't matter. So I have these 3. These are from the Philips collection. So this one is the multichrome highlighter in the shade Fifth Day. It's like a blue, purple, pink color. Very pretty. Wait, here. Then this kind of green one is called Eden. Again, so beautiful, and it's kind of a dupe of the Darcy shade from Colourpop. It's just a lot sparklier. And then this one has kind of like a fiery goldy look to it, and this one is Worship, right? Yeah, Worship. So this one is absolutely stunning. I don't know how well you can see it in the mirror. So I'm keeping these. These ones are not so old. This is probably gonna get in my project pan next year because it's a really old one, and it's also getting... Okay, this is new. This is first time for me that it shattered like this. I thought that the packaging is okay. Okay, so it's definitely getting used up. So this is the NYX and Fate collaboration, and this is the Light Bender highlighter. You have the greeny side and then the pink purpley side. I absolutely love these. I used to wear them pretty much every single day, and I want to get back into that. So yeah, this is gonna be a project pan for next year. It's a wonderful formula. Like let me actually swatch it. Like it's such a... First of all, they're so soft and smooth and so like they're so nice to touch. It's a very soft formula, and they feel amazing on the face. I'm gonna be so dirty. This is actually a new sweater, so that's amazing. And then these 2 Harley Quinn from Essence. I do want to keep them because it's Essence, and if I ever want to do like another Essence video, how many times I'm gonna say the brand name? So these are the Meta Glow highlighters. This one is in the shade Lucky You. It's a blue one. I love to wear these. They're also great for inner corner. And then this one is Rebel. Yeah, Rebel. And it's kind of like a pinky gold warm one. I could technically get rid of these, especially since they are quite similar to this one and then the previous ones, but I don't really want to get rid of them. What I think I will get rid of, and this pains me, is the Lord of the Rings One Ring highlighter from Glamlight. This is from the Lord of the Rings collection. It is beautiful. Like I love the packaging, I love the theming, I love the fact that this is the color of the ring. Like it's amazing. But do you see how dark this is? Like I could use this as an eyeshadow, and I don't even like this color for eyeshadow, you know, but like it's not gonna work for me as a highlighter. It's too dark. Even in the summer it was still too dark, and I had to use light iridescent highlighter over it to make it somehow match. And I can only use this with orange blush to make it like blend better into my skin. So even though this is beautiful, it's only been used 2 times or 3 maybe, It's stunning, and I think somebody else will be able to enjoy this. So this one, unfortunately, is leaving my collection because I just will not be able to make it work, and I'll never get darker than I am. Like I never tan, and yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this because this isn't supposed to be in this particular box. So this is the Art Deco eyeshadow base. Where am I gonna put eyeshadow base? Because I'm not currently working on this one, so I think I'm just gonna put it with the foundations because I don't know where else to put it. And then blushes. So I have way too many. I'm gonna start with the easiest one. So this is the Shishi. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it, but this is a Asian beauty brand. I bought it at Yes Style. I used it in my full face of Asian beauty brands. This is the blush in the shade 01, in the shade 1, Early Sakura Flowers. And yeah, you have 4 different blushes. They're too pale and light for me. Like, they don't show up on me at all. Like, at all. Like, if you like the idea of wearing a blush without actually looking like you're wearing a blush, this is perfect for you. But I want my blush to be very, very obvious. So this one is getting decluttered. It's kind of a shame because I bought it this year, but it's never gonna work for me. It's beautiful, but it's never gonna work for me. So somebody else is gonna enjoy this. Then I think I should, I don't know, will I talk about them by brands or by colors? I guess I'm gonna do that by brands. So I have 5 from Cosmic Beauty. These are their cream blushes, or the blush butters. How are they called? Yeah, blush butters. 2 are from the Christmas collection from last year, and 3 are from the Sinister collection from last year. So from the Sinister collection, technically I should only keep 1 because there's only 1 that's my color, but I've already used them. There's really no one who would use the colors that I'm about to talk about, so I'm gonna keep them for 1 more year, and then they're probably gonna get decluttered. So this one is a bright purple. It looks more normal on the face, like it's just a cool tone blush, but I mean, it kind of looks like a bruise, so it's more like for special effect. And this one is called Heroine, I believe. And like, I can't even donate it to anyone because like I've used it and it's a cream product. So this one is staying, but I'll probably declutter it next year because it's gonna be too old. I hate that this is their first time doing these type of blushes. That was in the Sinister collection, and they don't have shade names. Like, I do remember which shades were there, but I don't remember which one is which. So that's pretty annoying. Wait, I actually have my spreadsheet. Maybe I can find it in my spreadsheet. Because I know the other one was Got Chills, and then the third one was Dazed. So I think Got Chills is this one because it's the pink. Technically, I can wear pink blush once in a while. Usually I do that in summer because when I'm more tan, I feel like it looks better than when I'm pale. And I know that that's counterintuitive, but I have warmer tone, and I feel like when I use this in the winter, it just makes me look really sick and kind of, you know, not feeling well. But in the summer, it just looks fun. So this has Got Chills. And then the one that I'm most likely to ever use up is the shade Dazed, because it's a really beautiful color. It's a bit cooler tone than I normally go for, but it looks really pretty on me. And yeah, it's a great formula. Like, the formula is amazing, and it's really nice. Maybe I can try to use these as like a lip balms, because technically you can use these that way as well. But this one is probably, and I think I would like to roll it maybe at the end of next year, or like towards the second half of next year. I would like to roll this into a rolling project pan, or at least project 20 uses, because this one probably will not be too hard to use up since it's a balmy product. And out of these 3, it's the most likely to get progress. Like, it's something I can wear every single day pretty much. So this one, and you're getting 7.5 grams, which is quite a bit of product. And why am I putting it with the products I want to declutter? I'm completely stupid. And then these 2 are from the Christmas collection. So this is the shade Mary, which is kind of a reddish one. It's very similar to the shade Days. This one is a bit more rosy, like that warm rosy color. I'm definitely keeping. And then this one is called Nutmeg. This one looks more like orange on me. It's very dark in the packaging, but it's actually more orange on me. And I can use it either softly as a blush, or I can layer it and then use it as a bronzer. Both of these are really pretty, so I am keeping this. Then I have two from Menagerie. I have the Arthurine blushes. One is kind of like pearlized and one is matte. So we have the shade Goji, which is this kind of mustardy color. It's actually super beautiful. It looks great in like the end of summer and all throughout autumn. I really enjoy this shade. It still wears beautifully, so I'm keeping that. Also, I love the packaging. If I'll ever use this product up or if it goes bad, I'm just scraping it out and keeping the packaging. And then this one is Best Buds. Yeah, Best Buds. And this one is kind of like a pinky peachy shiny one. It's not fully a highlighter, it's just a shiny blush, and especially in the spring and summer, I really do enjoy that. It looks beautiful. And I'm keeping these. I know I should probably get rid of some, but I just cannot. And this is the V Cosmetics blush in the shade Seduction. I've had this for a while, but it still acts okay. I love the little affirmation in the on the inside, and it's a beautiful orange color that I love to use. And staying with the orange theme, I have the Evocative blush from Cinch Beauty, and this one is in the shade Persistent Persimmon. It's a beautiful blush. It's kind of in between the shade Goji and the V Cosmetics blush. It's beautiful bright orange. Another beautiful bright orange is the NYX Buttermelt blush in the shade Sona de Bada. I never know how to like really pronounce it. Like, I know how it's supposed to sound like, but I never can make that sound. This one is such a warm, vibrant orange. It smells beautiful. It smells like a Christmas candy of sort. And this one is a great formula, obviously. And I have this one bronzer from Catrice, as we talked about. And then my newest addition is this R.E.M. and Wicked a blush palette. This is the Cherry Blossom blush palette. Cherry Blossom blush palette. And you have the shade Cherry Blossom, Sunset in Us, and You're Blushing. So this is Cherry Blossom, this is Sunset in Us, and this is You're Blushing. This one is my favorite part of this. This one is quite nice, and this one is a bit cooler for me, but also in the summer this is really fun shade to use. I love the packaging and everything, so this one is staying for sure. And let me figure out how to organize all of these. So I only got rid of the One Ring highlighter and then the Shishi blush quad. But you know, like, what are you gonna do about that? I think I'm gonna put these on the side. I'm gonna have quite a bit of space now over here. Okay, I also have a couple like blush palettes that I want to talk about, and like face palettes. So first I'm gonna start with this magnetic palette from Colourpop, and I have some of my these are my Colourpop blushes and highlighters. I also have one single that I'm currently working on, don't mind that. So this blush is the this highlighter is the highly wasted highlighter from Colourpop. It's the Super Shock highlighter. I'm trying to pen this one. Another highlighter that I'm trying to pen is in the shade Hippo. It's also from Colourpop, and this is a blush from Colourpop, and it's in the shade I just forgot, All Laced Up. So this is a blush. This one is the most the closest to being used up. So these I just keep in a magnetic palette, and I kind of carry them around with me. So that's staying until I'll use it up, or until I'll get super bored, because I've been working on these for forever. Then I have this Sheglam Sweet Cheeks Blush Trio. I'm decluttering this one because I never reach for it. Like, it was nice when I was starting with my collection and I didn't really have any blushes, but now I have so many beautiful colors that I would rather use than this. And realistically, I only like this color, which is very soft peachy color, and then sometimes I mix it with this to make it darker. But this on its own, I don't fully love, and this is too not pretty. So I just don't use that. Then I have this Devour blush and highlighter duo from Unearthly. The highlighter, it's a gold highlighter, so I don't really use it. And then the blush, it's like too dark. So I wanted to keep it because these are magnetic, so I can easily like pop them out. But realistically, I'm never gonna reach for this. So this one is also getting decluttered. now I'm only gonna have the lipsticks from the Devour collection, which is annoying because I used to love that. And I have this Glamlight Scooby-Doo Blush Duo palette with Wilma and Daphne. What I don't like is you have Wilma and Daphne, but then the inside is Daphne and Wilma. Like they mixed up the inside, whatever. This is really pretty. You have the pinky one, which is really cute. Again, I use this a lot in the summer, and this is like everyday shade for me. I haven't used this blush palette too much this year, but I do want to get more into this. I think I'm gonna put it here actually, because now we have a bit more space here. So I feel like it's gonna be nicer over here. And I have this Daydreamer highlighter palette from Electron Cosmetics. This is a 6-pan of iridescent highlighter, so it's obviously a keep. I love this. It's so cool. It's very pretty. Can I put it here? I kind of want to try if I can actually fit everything here, because that would be amazing. That would make my life so much easier if I could like kind of have a smaller collection, maybe. Okay. Maybe I could put it like this. This. Right, and then I can still put something else. So then I have this Cherubina Glam Box face palette from Glamshop. This was just given to me and I've never used this. And I don't think I'm gonna use it. Like, you have a bronzer, which I will never use. This blush is nice, but I have this shade in my collection. And then these two highlighters are very soft, so I will declutter this. It's really pretty, like the packaging and everything. Like, it's very, very cute. Very Valentine-like, but I just don't need this. And it's just collecting dust. Another iridescent blush, highlighter palette is this Oracle Chrome highlighter palette from Bella Beauty Bar. This was my first Bella Beauty Bar product in my collection. And this is how it looks like. It's absolutely stunning. I'm obviously keeping this. This is amazing. Okay, then another product in the same vein, and I've never used it. This is the Svetlovka from Glamshop. Another highlighter palette. These ones are a bit softer than the other palettes that I have, but they're still pretty. And I kind of don't want to declutter it since I haven't used it yet. But like realistically, this will take me forever to use up. And I also have these. You know what? I'm gonna keep it for 1 more year, and then we'll reevaluate next year. I need to clean myself. And then I have this blush palette from Unearthly. This is from the Spring Magic Incandescent Blush Palette. And do I use all of these shades? No. Do I like some of them? Yes. I love this one. I love this one. I actually do like these two. The only two that I don't use are the Bellafire and Pendulum. But like, I want to keep the rest of the shades. So I'm gonna keep it for 1 more year, and then we'll revisit this next year. But I had a stand of palettes plus these blushes and highlighters, and now it's all in one. So I can just not use the little organizer, the like standing organizer, and I can have everything over here, and it's a lot more, you know, organized. So let me count that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like face palettes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 blushes. That's not a lot. That's not that little, but okay. Then highlighters, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 highlighters. 1 bronzer, 2, 3, 3 bronzers, 2 face powders. Oh wait, no, I miscounted the highlighters because I have 2 more here. So 2 highlighters, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 highlighters, 1, 2, 3 bronzers, 2 face powders, 2 powder foundations, 2 cushion foundations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 foundations, 4 primers, 3 concealers. Oh, I forgot to mention. I keep forgetting that I also have the everyday makeup drawer. But okay, so I have this Revolution Fast Base Blush in the shade Peach. This one is almost finished. This is all I have left. I don't know how well you can see, but this is all. So it's gonna be used up by the end of the year. So it's not gonna go into next year with me. Even if I still had like itty bitty bit left, I'm not bringing it into the next year with me. So that's another thing. And then I have one setting spray. It's this She Makeup Fixing Spray. I just use it to like water my, or like to spray my brushes when I want to when I don't want fallout from eyeshadows. So that's for that. And yeah, so this is for these 2 boxes. Let me move them around. And now here is my like lip liners, eyeliners, brow products, stuff that I don't use on a daily rotation. And then I'm also going to show you the products that I do use on the daily rotation. So I've already talked about the setting spray and the blush. And then what else do we have? I'm going to go first into my everyday drawer. So I have my Shine On Shimmer Primer from Leona. This one is going to be used up soon because it is very lightweight now. Then I have this Judy Doll Curling Iron Mascara in the shade Black. It's one of those that's just like a iron little thingy. I was quite impressed the first time I've used it, or like the first couple times, but now that I've already used it like 6 times, it doesn't really give me anything on the lash. Like I have to coat them so much to have like the minimum effect. So I'm not too happy about this. I'm gonna try it a couple more times, but I think I might not even use it up fully because like it just doesn't do anything. Like you get all of this product on the wand, but then nothing really happens on my lashes, and it doesn't really like volumize them or curls them properly. And I do use the like curler before, but it just doesn't really do anything, and they're kind of strange. So it's not something that I really like. What I do like is this Essence Lash Princess mascara. This is a waterproof one, and I love the wand. And I've had this multiple times. Brow glue, I'm currently using this Essence Brow Lift and Freeze glue in the shade Transparent. It's amazing. Then I have this Catrice Grip the Last Eyeshadow Primer that I really like to use, and I'm trying to use it up. For a colorful mascara, I have the Glisten Spectra Lash White Mascara, and it's dirty. For some reason, I also have this concealer, which will go actually with the other concealers. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Care Color Corrector in the shade White. And I bought this to mix it with foundations in case they're too dark. So it's actually going to go with my foundations. I still have space there. So it's just going to be there and chill until I need that. And I have this Spectra paint from Glisten. This is just like a paint that you can use either as a eye primer or face product, whatever you want. I'm trying to use up this Sheglam Hard Eyes 2-in-1 stamp eyeliner. So one side is a regular eyeliner that I use, and then the other one is a stamp that doesn't work anymore. That's why I'm trying to use it up. Then I have 3 of these liners from Hendayan. These are the 2-in-1 liquid eyeliners. So one part is like matte, one is a glitter. I love these colors. It's fun to spice up your look once in a while. From lip liners that I have here, I have this one, this one, this one. Yeah, I think that's everything. So I have these 3 from Wet n Wild. You can very clearly see which one I use the most. So these are the, how are you called? Lip liner, color icons. This one is in the shade Chestnut. I already said I love brown lipstick, so Chestnut is my favorite. Then second favorite is this one, which I think is Brandywine. Yeah, Brandywine. These are so long. And then I have this one. I think this one is the newest one as well. This one is Willow. It's a beautiful kind of rosy brown, but I just don't really reach for this too much. I've had similar shade in a lip liner that I was kind of working on that I liked a bit more. Then the oldest liner that I have here is the NYX White Matte Lip Liner in the shade Free Spirit. Oh, and it actually broke. Did it break? Yeah, it did. So that's fun, but it's a great color. Again, it's one of those like rosy colors. It's very everyday, easy to use. My favorite formula for lip liners is the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liners. This is the shade Chestnut Perfection. It's the shade number 11. I also had the Perfect shade and the cinnamon something, I think was called Cinnamon Spice, maybe. Or I'm mixing it up with something else. So these ones are great. They're retractable and they look so beautiful on the lips. And you can also use them as lipsticks, like really comfortably. Then I have this Essence of 10 Precise Lip Pencil in the shade Happy. It's the shade number 2. I'm wearing it today and it's amazing. And I have this one. This is the Catrice Creamy Nude Lip Pen in the shade Happy Hazelnut. It's the shade number 50. I think it's more like a lipstick than a lip pencil. Yes, you can use it as a lip liner, but honestly, it looks better as a lipstick. It also doesn't really set on its own, and it's not like very long lasting. So that's why it's more like a lipstick to me. Then I have the NYX Worth the Hype mascara in the shade Black. Somehow I have 3 mascaras open right now, but I'm gonna use up the Essence, and with that I'm gonna also use up the Duty Doll. I don't really like that one. And then obviously I have like my tweezers and this magnetic pen and all of that. But for lip products, I also have these 2 Hendayan lip stains. So these are they're just called lip stains. This is the shade number 06, which is my favorite. It's a very brown type of color. And these ones are the like peely lip stains or tints or how it's called. And this is the shade number 1 and it's very kind of juicy, peachy color. And then the rest are waterline pencils that are like on my daily rotation. I have all different colors, like pretty much every single color that I could want. Obviously some colors I have more shades of, but these are like the base colors that I use all the time. So from Oden's Eye, I don't have that many left. I had the entire box, but now a lot of them have been used up, so I only have a couple left. I think I have like half the box left. Yeah, so these are from Oden's Eye. These are all the ones that are still left in my collection from the Salmon Gel Liner box. So this is number 15. It's a black one. It's always nice to have a black one for once in a while. I don't wear this very often, but once in a while it's good to have. Then I have this beautiful blue in the shade 09. This one is so pretty and I don't have too much of it. Like this is all that there is. It's a very bright, beautiful blue. Kind of more like it has a bit of a periwinkly tone to it. And this one is number 5. And it's a great green color. And then the other green is number 6. This one is also very pretty. This one I use a little bit more because it's a bit brighter, even though the caps don't look that way. And this one is number 13, and it looks gray on the cap, but it's actually a brown. And sometimes I use it when I want to do like a spicy neutral look. I do use that. And then I have this, which is number 1. It's a bright pink. I used to be really scared to wear this, like when I first got it, but now it's one of those that out of these, I probably use this most often. It's a fun little shade to use. And then, so I have these two from Revolution. These are the streamline eyeliners. This one is orange and this one is hot pink. These ones are great, but they're a bit too creamy, so sometimes they can look like too much in the waterline. I'll be the first one to admit that. And then I have 3 from Colourpop. This one is the oldest. This is in the shade how is this called? Lavender something, I believe. So these are the cream gel liners, and I don't have, well, I mean, I still have quite a bit left. Okay, so my camera cut me off and I don't know where I was, but I was talking about these Colourpop pencils. So this is Amethyst Hour, my oldest one out of all of these, I believe. Then Prance, everybody's favorite, and then Outer Space. This is a bit more like a metallic, deep blue, kind of inky color. And then I have this one from Trendy Lab. This is a kind of like a pale yellow, and I love that. I love wearing pale yellow in my waterline. And then I have this Spectra pencil from Glisten in the shade white. This is my currently only white waterline pencil, and I've been using these quite a lot. And I have this Chromazone from Sheglam in the shade Subliminal. I still have a bit left, so I'm gonna finish it up. Maybe I'm gonna put it in a project eventually. And then I have this Catrice Cocktail waterproof shade in Frosty Mint. It's 140, and it's a beautiful minty color. I love wearing those. So these are my like everyday products. Let me actually put it all back together. And then we can continue. So this is what I use every single day. That's what I always like put on my table and just pick what I want to use for that day. From these, I've already started kind of like, you know, going into this. So I think I'm gonna start with these. I have these pigments from Beauty Moons. There was 4, but I actually gifted one to a friend, I believe. So these ones are from the Wilma Finger Dew collab. This is shade number 1, this is shade number 4, and this is shade number 2. They're really pretty. I don't really use these very often, but I do have to use them, at least for my nails once in a while, because they're beautiful. And then I have this from Mika Beauty shade, and this is Nirvana, and it's a beautiful blue to purple, stunning shade. And then I have these water activated liner. So this is Moon Water activated liner from Hollow Grave in the shade Spite. It's a beautiful like brown to really beautiful green. Then I have this split liner. This has 2 shades. One is like more peachy and one is like very carrot color, but I've mixed them up together. I have to wash it. But this is in the shade Carrot Cake. It's from Glisten. I absolutely love these. They're so small and so cute and amazing. And I have this one I need to wash, and I've misplaced the lid, but this is in Space Panda, and this is actually from Suva Beauty, which doesn't exist anymore. And I'm definitely keeping that one because it's like a memory. And I have this Moon Water activated liner from Hollow Grave in the shade Dawn. This one is multi-chrome, and it's like a yellow, orange, pink. It looks like a lemonade. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It doesn't show up too much, to be honest, but it's beautiful, and I'll still keep it. And then this split liner from Glisten in the shade Seaside, which is this beautiful kind of chartreusey yellow, and then this very tealy green. Okay, you need to stay though. And then from the pencils, so there are a couple lip pencils. I guess I'm gonna start with that. Okay, so from lip pencils, I have this Catrice Lip Plumping Lip Liner in the shade Manhattan. It's the shade number 69. It's a beautiful kind of brownie pink. like brownie rose. And this red one from Glamlight from the Mordor box, a really fun one. Then a orange one in the shade CO1 True Tangerine from Catrice from the Generation Joy collection. So this one is very orange. This one doesn't really, it's not long lasting. It's more like a orange lipstick in a pencil. Then I have this black one from NYX. This is the Line Loud lip pencil in the shade Evil Genius. And I mean, it's still okay. It's a black one and it's nice to have once in a while. I do draw with it on my face sometimes for Halloween. And then this Rivendell lip pencil from Glamlight from the like Middle Earth collection. And this one is very like plummy, aubergine type of color that I enjoy a lot. Then what else are we gonna tackle? I guess eyeliners, like waterline pencils, right? So let me separate those. And that's gonna be like the large chunk of this. So I have the Spectra paints, Spectra pencils from Glisten. I have the entire set, like all colors. Yeah, that's everything. So I have the dark blue. This one I've only used once so far. These aren't as pigmented as, for example, the Udin's Eye or Revolution ones are. This one is yellow, very neon-y, but doesn't show up too much on the waterline. Then this purple one, kind of lavendery shade. Black, the black one shows up, but obviously it's the darkest shade. And this green, quite a nice tone that I don't have. This pink, again, I don't really have this tone of pink. Well, no, I don't have this tone of pink. Orange, this one is very nicely orange. Then this red one is my only red pencil. I think I'm gonna use it more like a lip liner, but still it's nice to have. And then this blue one, very cute. Then from Catrice, I have these three from the like regular Kyle collection. So this pink one is called Candy Rose. It's a beautiful light rosy shade, like a pinky shade, and these ones are actually nicely pigmented. Then I have 130 lime green. This is such a beautiful color. And then the orange o'clock, which is 110, a very beautiful orange as well. And then I have this one, which is from their, like, it's still the Kyle collection, but this one is from like an older release, and this is in the shade 080 Dive Love Olive. It's a olivey, kind of slightly metallic pencil, and this one looks beautiful with my eye color. And then I have these two random She dual ended. So you have two colors. This one is green, this one is purple. I do love this side. This one is such a good one. Then from Revolution, I have three more shades. So this one is the shade light blue, very stunning color, and I need to sharpen it. And I have the purple, which is very dark, yeah, very pretty. And then I have this green, again, very nice to have in my collection because I do like to wear green in my waterline a lot. I have two more color pops. So this one is Crystal Crush. It's more like a aqua color. And then this one is a glow, and it's actually like slightly not metallic but glowy color. Then these two are from NYX. These are the Epic Wear, and this is in Chartreuse Flash. It's metallic one, and then this one is Blue Trip, and this one is less metallic, but still it has that formula. Then I have this LA Girl Pastel Dream Auto Eyeliner in the shade Sunshine. It's a beautiful yellow, very bright yellow. And then I have this Beauty Moon Cosmetics in the shade 06. This one is a multi-chrome. It's like a pink and green, I believe. And this one I think was a gift with purchase because I don't remember purchasing this. Then I have a couple of these pencils. So this pencil is from Catrice. It's the Catrice Perfection eyeshadow stick in the shade Sparkles of Pearls in the shade CO1. I am gonna declutter this one because this one doesn't look nice in the waterline. It doesn't really show up and it doesn't want to stay. And as an eyeshadow, it just doesn't do anything. So I'm decluttering that one. Then I have this Colourpop shadow sticks in the shade Hey Boo, which is a white one. I do use it a lot as an eyeshadow primer if I want to have white base, and it's great. Then completely unopened is this NYX Jumbo eye pencil in case I ever lose this one, or you know, it gets bad. I have this as a replacement. And then I have two skin colored eye like pencils or something. I guess this one is eyeshadow primer, at least it's called that way. It's Gosh eyeshadow primer in the shade 001 Nude. And it's this. So quite nice to have. And then I bought this Maybelline Matte Color Tattoo 24 eye stick in the shade 15. I'm confident. So technically this is eyeshadow stick, but I use it as an eye primer because again it's the right color and it just works. And I have two eyeshadow primers that I haven't used yet. These are just backups in case some of my eye primers do get used up. And this is the NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow Primer and Lash and Liner Primer. Does this have a shade name, or is it just... Yeah, this is in the shade Light. I haven't opened it. It still has the packaging like that. And then the Dermacal Eye Base Long-Term Eyeshadow Fixation. I think I've used this once. It wasn't the best. Let me actually... Yeah, this one just feels like a cream. I'm gonna have to use it again to see if it actually makes my eyeshadows last nicely. If it has this kind of like silky primary silicone-y type of formula, which this is the first time that I'm encountering that, and I don't know if it actually works, so I'm gonna keep it for now. I have two brow pencils. Now I'm trying to use up some of my eyeshadows that are good enough to use on brows, so until I'm gonna use them up, I'm gonna just use my eyeshadows, but then I'll go back to these eyebrow pencils. This one is from Catrice. I bought it for my full face of Catrice. It's in the shade 090 or 060. I'm not... 060 Legally Blonde. And yeah, it's the Eyebrow Stylist pencil. Not bad, but not my favorite. And it's just something. And then I have the Maybelline Express Brow Ultra Slim Pencil in the shade Blonde. And this one is very, very tiny, and I think I'm gonna use it up really quickly once I'll focus on it because, you know, it's so teeny. And I have one of these liners from Catrice. This is the Space Glam Liquid Effect Eyeliner in the shade 001. Oh no, in the shade 030 Cosmic Chrome, and it's like a blue to like purple flip. It wasn't great when I used it, and I don't need this. I just wanted to try if they improve their formula, but it's still pretty bad. Like you can see, like it's very sheer and it doesn't like to be drawn over. Like you can't do two layers, so it's just gonna be sheer, and I don't need that or want that, so this one is gonna get decluttered. And then I have these three Hendayan mascaras, and they're finally gonna be done. So the shade number 4, these are colorful ones, so the shade number 4 is this beautiful electric blue. Love that, and I will use that a lot now in the winter. Now the shade number 2 is white, again very nice to use. And then 07, I thought this is black, but it's actually deep emerald green, but it looks black on my lashes. And that's everything. So now it feels a little bit more manageable somehow. And let me show you what we are decluttering. So we have one of these face palettes, this blush and highlighter duo, this blush palette, this blush palette, this highlighter, then this thing, this highlighter, this blush. This goes straight to trash. For the other ones, I'm gonna try to find a better home for them, unless they're like super old. But this goes to trash. This goes to better home. This goes to better home. Then this goes to trash because it's too old. This goes to better home. And I'll actually keep this one, and I'll try to wear it like an everyday kind of lip oil thingy, or lip gloss over lip liner, to just use it up, or until it's gonna smell weirdly, because now it smells okay and it didn't tingle my lips. So this one is staying, which means that we're decluttering 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 products, which I think is reasonable considering the size of my collection. Like, I know some people declutter like 200 products, but they have over 1,000 products in their collection, so it makes sense. But for me, 15 products is still a good chunk. Like, this is one of those organizers, you know, that I've decluttered, and I think that's a good number for me. And I have a couple of products that are almost used up, so those are also going to be going out of my collection, and I will not be repurchasing them. So I really hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope this was somewhat of entertaining. I hope you've had fun, and let me know if there's anything in your collection that you would like to get rid of, or on the other hand, if there's anything that you would like to share with us, like some of your fave products. And thank you so much for watching till the end, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow with another video. And by the way, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe so that you can see my eyeshadow collection and declutter, and my nail polish collection and declutter. I think I'm gonna have to be more cutthroat with the nail polishes. So I hope I'll see you there, and yeah, have a great day.